Wait, I want to do it too. It's the most fun thing to do.
Yeah,
I do this alone in my room. Dude, that photo I have of you is brilliant.
It's so disgusting.
Hi, I'm Cole.
Hi, I'm John.
One more time.
Okay.
I swear, one more time.
Hi, and welcome back to Eric's Boys. In the last video, we introduced my 1993 E34 525 with the factory manual and just 58,000 miles on the clock. The car runs great, but there's a lot of little niggles to sort out that we covered in the last video, so if you've not actually seen what's wrong with the car, I recommend you go back and watch that one. But today, I'll be trying to fix the clunky steering noise and also touch up some of the paint chips and scratches on the car. Cole isn't here today because he's a giant shithouse, so it'll just be me taking you through today's fixes. He did leave me this message though.
Hey John, sorry I can't be bothered coming into work today. I was just busy watching the Saints lose some football and, just having some fun with your mom. You can smell my fingers if you want proof. But sorry, good luck with your shitbox, man, but I can't make it today.
Thanks, Cole. Okay, so the first order of business is to fix this annoying clunky steering wheel. The good news is, it looks like an easy fix. I've just been looking on some forums and it's been confirmed here by E34 Spudfruk that it's just a case of tightening a nut that's just behind the kick plate in the steering column. So let's get on it. So these clever German BMW engineers have decided that they'll make this kick plate look like you can actually take it out pretty easy with the one screw in the top left. But what you actually don't realise is that they've hidden some other screws under the panels above it. So you've actually got to remove all the panels above it and then come back and take the screws out for the kick plate. Ich will cause Mutterficken! Depending on how good your interior is holding up, these covers may be hanging off, or even better, they're just gone altogether. If they're still good, just give them a good tugging off. There's one on the left, and there's also one on the right of the steering wheel. There's a little black trim piece that you also need to remove to reveal an extra screw that holds the top panel on. That's on the left-hand side of the head unit. You know what? Head unit is also a little nickname that I use for Cole's mum. Speaking of sneaky little screws, there's another one here, so what you need to do is just pull back the door seal and pop off this cap. Finally, the last two screws are at the bottom. Once these are out, you can remove the upper panel, and now we can get to the kick plate. Remove the top left screw, and then these two plastic screws, and the kick plate can finally be removed. So the best way I found to tighten this nut here was to grab a plumber's wrench and at the same time try and hold the steering wheel, so I can tighten the nut with the plumber's wrench but keep a firm grasp on the steering wheel itself. So that was kind of hard to do with one hand on a wrench, the other on a wheel, and try and hold a camera. So this is the only footage I have of this. But one of the things I did learn after getting all this back together is if you actually do it too tight, and I went pretty crazy on this thing because I just really didn't want it to come loose. One of the problems I have now is that I can't actually adjust the height of the steering wheel, but it's not too much of a big deal anyway because it's already set to where I actually want the wheel. But I'll probably go back and fix this because, if anyone else gets in the car and wants to move it, they can't at the moment. So, do bear that in mind and learn from my mistake. Getting it back together is the same as removal, but just in reverse, so I'm not going to bore you with the clips of that. I did find it was a little bit trickier than taking it all apart, but not that much. And just feeling the steering wheel now, it's completely solved my problem. The wheel feels great, it feels a lot smoother, and it honestly changed the car and how it drives. No clunking now, though. With the steering wheel sorted and out of the way, I'm now giving the car a wash because my next job is to attempt, and obviously in the cheapest way possible, to try and make some of the chips and scratches on it look a little bit better. So I was on the internet one night just looking for an internet sex hookup, and I came across the domain touchupdirect.com. So I immediately went in there and I saw that actually this isn't a porn website, it's actually a website vendor that sells touch-up pens. And they actually did do a colour match for BMW Sterling Silver, which is the colour of this E34. So I figured the pens are cheap. I'm going to try one, and here's how that goes. So Stella's here to make sure I don't mess this up. We're with the car. We just gave it a wash. And yeah, there's a couple of spots that I need to touch up. You see, I've just sort of sanded out any little bits of rust. Where was the other one? Yeah, it's here. Yeah, that little bad boy. So I'm going to try and touch them up and see if it actually helps. To get the touch-up pen going, I've got to dab the shit out of it. I've given it a massive shake. There we go, starting to come in now. Does it work more when I hold it down? Wow. It's not the smallest end, but I'm only wanting to touch this up. It doesn't have to be perfect. This bad boy is my daily and Stella's car. Come on. Come on. I could have got myself off faster than this. Alright, we're almost there. Oh yeah, we're there. Let's do it. Doesn't even look like the same fucking colour. Silver. And the car does say sterling silver on it. Maybe once I've got a couple of coats. Maybe. Yeah. And all that shit, it's just dirt. It needs fucking cleaning out proper. Actually, although these brushes are pretty fat, you can get a kind of a good angle on it if you like, I don't know, the way you use it. Alright, I'm gonna give that a little bit more to dry. And then I'll come back to it, build it up a bit. So here's the results of the touch-up pen now that it's dried. Probably going to do a couple more passes at this just to build it up a bit. But for how cheap they are, I think this is a pretty, elegant solution. And it's not elegant. What the fuck am I on about? It's a cheap solution, and it does kind of close up any of the exposed metal. And if you stood about 300 meters away from the car, you'd not think there was any scratches at all. So that's going to be it for this episode of the E34. In the next one, I'm just going to be doing a couple of simple things, just replacing the spark plugs. I have no idea when those have been done, and the AC heater blower resistor. I did read online that leaves can get sort of down under the cowl and into that resistor, and it can burn the car to the ground. So obviously I don't want that to happen just yet. So yeah, I figured that would be a good video to cover this. If the video's helped you in any way, or if it hasn't helped you, just feel sorry for us on how sort of crappily produced these videos and the cheap toilet humour that we've put in here. We'd really like to get more subscribers. We'd like to build a fan base of hot, chubby little girls that follow us around and send us DMs, maybe some nude DMs. So you're really just helping us out if you like and subscribe. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.